Okay, so what's good, YouTube? It's very early in the morning where I'm at. I woke up this morning to great news. Everyone was talking about it on Twitter, on different message boards. So I've got to post a video bringing to you the new information, which I'm sure I'm not the only one you're going to be hearing it from. Spider-Man has now officially been made a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the MCU. He's even getting his own film within the MCU. And it's changed the lineups of all the films, of at least 4 films. We're going to be going into that in a second, but I just wanted to read this. This is like right from Marvel.com. I can post the link in the description box. Under the deal, the new Spider-Man will first appear in a Marvel film from Marvel's Cinematic Universe. Sony Pictures will thereafter release the next installment of its $4 billion Spider-Man franchise on July 28th, 2017, in a film that will be co-produced by Kevin Feige and his expert team at Marvel and Amy Pascal, who oversaw the franchise launch for the studio 13 years ago. Together, they will collaborate on a new creative direction for the web-slinger. Sony Pictures will continue to finance, distribute, own, and have final creative control of the Spider-Man films. Marvel and Sony Pictures are also exploring opportunities to integrate characters from the MCU into future Spider-Man films. The new relationship follows a decade of speculation among fans about whether Spider-Man, who has always been an integral and important part of the larger Marvel Universe in the comics, could become part of the Marvel Universe on the big screen. Spider-Man has more than 50 years of history in Marvel's world, and with this deal, fans will be able to experience Spider-Man taking his rightful place among other superheroes in the MCU. Then at the end, it says Spider-Man embraced all over the world is the most successful franchise in the history of Sony Pictures, with the 5 films having taken in more than $4 billion worldwide. So this is great news. People speculated about this a few months ago when they released the information that they were going to be making, Black Panther and, the Inhumans and Captain Marvel. People thought back then that there was going to be some sort of Spider-Man reveal. Not then, but now. It is now official. And this is just awesome because I'm actually reading the Civil War storyline right now, the comic storyline now. And Spider-Man is all over that. Like he's very important to all of that history. And so, it's great did they need Spider-Man in the MCU? No, but he's wanted, the fans want him in the MCU, and now he is. And not only is Spider-Man going to be in the MCU, but we could be seeing other characters, perhaps Iron Man, perhaps Captain America, whoever, Thor maybe. Actually, not Thor. I was about to say the Hulk. That's who I want to see in a Spider-Man film. I want to see a film where Spider-Man is taking on the Hulk. Like, that's just my opinion. That's just what I want to see. So this is great news. So of course, because of this, Marvel didn't want this new Spider-Man film competing with the MCU films that they already had lined up. So 4 films got pushed back. None of them were pushed back terribly far. And I think getting pushed back a few months is better than getting canceled outright, which I wouldn't have liked. I can swallow films getting pushed back a little while to make room for Spider-Man. That's understandable. So Marvel's Thor Ragnarok will hit theaters now November the 3rd. If you remember, Thor Ragnarok was going to be released. It was going to be a summer release, July 28th of 2017. Now it's been pushed back to November the 3rd. Again, a handful of months, it's not the end of the world. Of course, you don't like to see it get pushed back at all, but, And then the following year, Marvel's Black Panther will make its way to theaters on July the 6th, 2018. So originally Black Panther was going to be coming out November the 3rd, 2017. Now it's been pushed back 8 months to July the 6th of the following year. Of course, that's not even being pushed back a year. That's being pushed back, a little over half a year, which, again, he's been pushed back after the first Avengers film. Now, of course, the first Infinity War film. Now, it doesn't mean that Black Panther or even Captain Marvel, Captain Marvel was going to be released after the Infinity War 1 anyway. But it's possible we may be seeing these characters in Infinity War 1 regardless. Because, we do know that Black Panther is going to be making an appearance in Civil War. So yeah, that's Black Panther. And then now Captain Marvel is going to be released November the 2nd of 2018. Which is actually where the old spot for the Inhumans was. So the Inhumans now, since Captain Marvel was in the old Inhumans slot, the Inhumans is being pushed back July the 12th of 2019. The Inhumans is the one I think that's going to be hurt the most, because that's the one that was sort of last on the list and the one that was furthest out. Now it's been pushed back past even Infinity War Part 2. So you wonder, are they going to try to introduce the Inhumans now before the Infinity War duology is over? Because, you want to see them included in the Infinity War storyline. But the Infinity War movies are shaping up to be epic. Probably they're easily going to be the most epic comic book films ever made. They'll each probably gross over $1 billion. I have no doubt about that. So there it is. Like, Spider-Man is part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is official. It's coming down from Marvel. This isn't fan speculation. It's on the Marvel website. It's all over the internet. I am excited. Tell me if you are excited as well. Tell me what you think how you think they're going to handle his character. So, by the way, before I end this, Sony is still, like I said, owning Spider-Man. This Marvel doesn't own Spider-Man, so that hasn't changed. It's just a collaboration. So, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Spider-Man is here!